Okay, welcome back here at Beamer & Son Garage. We got a project car here that we bought originally for parts. So this was an original parts car, and it's a 93, I think it's a 93 Roadmaster. Well, we bought it for parts for my son's 92. I'm pretty sure it's a 93. We'll check the door on it. But we bought it as a parts car with no drivetrain, and the paperwork on it we didn't have right away, but now we got paperwork on it. So we got a title for it, and it's a clear and good title. And we didn't get much for this car at all. As I said, it was a parts car. So we bought it strictly for parts. When we bought it, all the windows were rolled down in it. And we took a jump box and we kind of rigged it up, and then we powered it up with a jump box. So it's a 92. 9 of 91, so that's a 92. So it's a late production, actually early production 91. Well, it'd be 92, but it was made in late of 91. Is that August? That's August, so yeah. Anything after August is the next year, so it's a 92 Buick Roadmaster. We bought it for parts with no engine, no transmission, and now we got paperwork on it. We got a title. It's clear, done. Title's already, completed. It's been sitting over here for about a year or so, and we haven't done anything to it. We haven't took any parts off of it from my son's other car, and now we have an update on this car. And we have a drivetrain we just purchased, and I just picked it up yesterday on Sunday, and I spent some of my Sunday getting it. So I'm going to show you what we got. Our latest new part we just got in. This didn't come via shipping packages. It was shipped here out by myself, and help with the white truck out there. So the white truck, proves to be crucial to my life around here. Big Red here used to be the big deal around here. That was my service body with a wrecker boom and compressor, tools, and I made my living with that truck. And of course you can see just sitting there, it's kind of a, pile of junk now. But it'll soon to be re-erected. I'm going to turn it into something else. It's still a 4-door, truck, 1 ton. And the workhorse around here that I've been saying all along is the light truck. So that's our baby right there. But here's what she brought me yesterday. The white truck. It says we buy, I buy cars. It's we buy cars. Here's what it brought me. I got this engine yesterday from a good friend of mine, an old friend of mine from way back named Steve Sims. And we bought that engine from him. And it's a throttle body 90 model out of a truck. And it's a little rough. It was supposed to run, and transmission worked. So we got an engine transmission for the Roadmaster over there now. Way over there. So we got an engine transmission for that car, and it's gonna need a lot of work to make that engine work in that car. They started to disassemble it. So they took all the bolts out of the intake, and the distributor, I have all the parts for it. So the intake's just sitting on it. They've already popped the seal loose in it. So I'll have to reseal that. I'm probably going to pull the heads and probably that oil pan. We drug it through the mud. You can see it where it was at. It was in a bad spot. We had to drag it out of there. And it got drugged through the mud and everything. It was a real strenuous, pain in the what to get it. But we got it. And we paid $165 for that. The price was $175, was supposed to have been, and he brings it over here, and he didn't bring it over. So I went over there and I picked it up with the truck, and I charged him $10 to actually go get it and bring it here. And the deal was he was supposed to bring it to us for $175, and I went and picked it up with the little white truck, our workhorse around here, and that's what we got, and we're pretty happy with it. And we got some other parts that came with it. And I put them in my little parts car, and the parts are in the Skylark, of course, 4-door car. This car I use to go for swap meets. And there's some exhaust manifolds. There is a starter there. There's an alternator. There's a water pump. There's a power steering pump. So some of the parts are right there for it. And where's the distributor? Oh, the distributor somewhere. I don't remember where I put the distributor right now. Distributor somewhere. Oh, there it is. There's the distributor sitting up there with the captain. He'd be sitting up there with the driver's side with me. So there's the distributor for it. So, you know, it's got, you know, a lot of accessories that go with it are on it, or here, will be on it. And so there you go. Now we just got to, you know, regasket it, clean it up, and plop it into the Skylark, the Roadmaster. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to make another car that's been dead from day one here. We bought it from a guy that used the drivetrain. It's these Buicks I've been saying for a long time, the ribs, or not the ribs, the Roadmasters. They came with 350 Chevys in them. Now, I don't know why they did that in the 90s. You know, Pontiac, GM, you know, Pontiac, GM, Buick, you know, Oldsmobile are all tied in together. And somehow a Buick could, you know, run a Chevrolet motor. You know, and I've seen Pontiacs with Chevrolet motors. So, you know, somehow because of the, you know, those companies are all tied in together, kind of like Mercury and Ford. They could run the same drivetrain. So, you know, Chevy 350 engine, throttle body, same as a, you know, truck. I think it's from 87 all the way to, I don't know, 90, probably 93, 92, 93, 92. Throttle body, all the same. So this engine will fit right in that car. Everything should, you know, hook up. All the hookups should be the same. So there we go. So, you know, it's going to be a lot of work. That's supposed to be an I think it's an L60 transmission. I'm not really sure. You guys tell me what that is. L60 or L80? I'm not really sure what it is. But that's supposed to be the transmission that would have been in that car, according to my buddy. There we go. Some kind of tag right there. GM service replacement transmission. What's a service replacement? So that transmission has been replaced by General Motors. That's a service replacement. Wow, I've never seen a tag like that. First one I've ever seen, service replacement, hydraulic, GM. Yeah, so this training hopefully is a good transmission. So we're, you know, it does have the oil cooler lines. So yeah, it's gonna have to have new oil cooler lines and gaskets, and you know, it's gonna be a lot to, you know, it's not gonna be something I'm gonna put in there overnight. But I just wanted to show you our, you know, our newest part and what we're doing over here. You know, it's 30 degrees, it's cold. I shouldn't be out here in this, you know, frigid weather. But I wanted to show you, you know, what we got. We put the engine in the little Joe Rumping truck, and that's our good luck charm, Joe Rumping. That's his truck. And I picked it up with the tow truck, and then I just plopped it right in there. I actually cleaned the bed of it out, and it had a bunch of pop cans and stuff I've been storing in the back of this thing. I didn't know I had so many pop cans and beer cans that some friends of mine have given me. Yeah, those are the cans that were in it. So I'm going to crush them, bag them up, and then I'm going to cash them into recycling. So there's one of my old heaters. It never did work very good. Of course, outside it's not working at all. But that's one of my turbo heaters that needs to be worked on. And there's that piece of plexiglass that my buddy put in there. It was missing the window. I need to go to see my buddy Crocker. I got a friend named Richard Crocker. He's got a junkyard. The only one up there in Eastgate off Tealtown Road. Richard Crocker, Crocker Auto Parts. Give him a call, 752, it's a 513 area code, 752 8602 is the number of the junkyard. If you need some car parts, call him, Richard Crocker, Crocker Auto Parts. See my buddy. And as I always told you guys about Scott Wilson, you want to get Scott Wilson, Bethel, Ohio. It's Wilson's Auto and Truck Repair. Also goes, he bought the name of Bethel Tire. And he also goes by that name too, Bethel Tire out of Bethel, Ohio. Scott Wilson, his dad's name's Pops. He runs the place for his son. It's a pretty neat shop, father and son again. Just like here, Beamer and Son Garage, it's father and son. And just like our friends over there at Scott Speed Shop, YouTube, check him out. He's got some friends from Bad Tree Productions, and I checked them out, and they're pretty cool. We checked out those guys, so check out Bad Tree Production, Scott Speed Shop, and of course Bethel Tire, Scott Wilson, and my friend Richard Crocker at Crocker Auto Parts. Check him out. He's out of Ohio, Cincinnati, Eastgate area, Glenesti, off of Teal Town Road. Little road called Shepherd Drive. Small little junkyard. Been there since 1928. Check him out. Richard Crocker, Scott Speed Shop, Bad Tree Productions. Check those guys out too. We kind of like their show. They're working on a 67 Barracuda notchback, which is not really the more desirable body. The fastback was the one that everybody really liked. But we think it's cool anyways. We do like it. We'd take the notchback if we could get one. We like that body style. But check those guys out at Bad Tree Productions, Scott Speed Shop. Check out Scott Wilson, Wilson's Automotive, out of Bethel, Ohio, Bethel Tire. And like I said, Richard Crocker, Crocker Auto Parts. Check all those guys out. And that's it. That's all we got here at Beamer and Son Garage. And remember, it's Beamer and Son Garage, and all them ones I just mentioned forever, and the rest never. So we'll see you next time. Remember, like, tag, share, follow, subscribe, hit the bell button down there if you like what we're doing here. And we'll see you next time at Beamer and Son Garage. See you then, guys.